Hello everyone, welcome back to Freedom Force. At the end of last episode we finally brought an end to Deja Vu and his cloning madness, but with the end of one supervillain chapter another begins, and this is one that I promised to be one of my childhood favourites, so I can't wait to get stuck in and show you guys. Let's get going.
Meanwhile, somewhere lost in time.
Look at this city, like a child's playset. The fools have no imagination. How they will worship me once I, Mr. Mechanical, build things properly.
You've a lofty opinion of your talents, Mechanical.
Scoff if you will. I'm only helping you for my art. Do you have what you promised?
I'll have everything you requested ready. Yesterday!
Yesterday? You've a dry wit for a lunatic. I just hope you can deliver.
I'll take your abuse, fool, because you serve my purpose, and one day your vulgar mouth, as well as the rest of the universe, will simply cease to exist. So says the Timemaster.
Mr. Mechanical? Timemaster? Who are these new forbidding faces? And what do they have in store for Patriot City and Freedom Force? If only these brave heroes knew what sinister minds plotted their very destinies.
Slow day. I've already done my nails and washed my hair. What's up with Tree Lady?
She is gravely disturbed by the unnatural nature of Deja Vu's clones. Her connection to the natural order of things is profound and complex.
Well, boo-hoo. If I recall, these were the self-same clones that were trying to turn us into super hamburger.
The domain is certainly not going to be stopped this easily. We've only seen the very beginnings of their might.
Ay, the domain again. Are these muchachos as scary as you say, Mentor?
Diablo, I hope you never have to find out. But we were once a brave and noble race, until Lord Dominion came along. But that time is forever past. And now I, alone in exile, stand against my own people.
And to think I was in a good mood a minute ago.
Action stations team, the city's under attack.
Destruction sequence initialized.
Giant robots! I'm going back to the barrio where it's safe.
Here we go. Right, so yeah, we've been introduced to a couple of characters there. There's Mr. Mechanical, who's like the villain of this part of the game now, who's kind of like the mad, megalomaniacal, obsessed. He's basically got an ego and he thinks that he can build things, but he could knock down Patriot City and build it much better. And he's going to he's built an army of robots to smash it all down, and that's where we come in. And the Timemaster, there's not much we can say about him at the moment. He's still quite mysterious. That's the first time we've seen him, but he'll be coming a bit more into the story now. Squad, let's see. So we've got Manbot as a compulsory. That's not too bad because these things, fortunately, he can fly, so he'll be able to get stuck in and help. And the robots do hit quite hard, especially I'll show you the ones that we're fighting in a minute, but it's not too bad to bring him along. Mentor can't come along for whatever reason, but that's good because he's not built for this part of the game. Here's something I've got to confess now. So I remember, because I loved this part of the game so much as a kid, I know how to do it quite well. And I've purposely had Man of War developed just enough to be able to fly and have a good Storm Bolt, which is an electric attack which the robots are weak to. So we're definitely going to bring Man of War along. So who are the other two? We need people who are quick, quite frankly. So I think we need flyers for the most part. I think we should take along... basically, I can tell you who wouldn't be good for this. Ant wouldn't be very good for this because poison and crushing aren't very good. Minuteman, no, because again, crushing is just not good in this part of the game. Liberty Lad, no. Law, no, for similar reasons. Eve, definitely not. Diablo will bring along because he can fly, there's some fire mechs which he'll be resistant to, so we'll take along Diablo. Alchemist won't be much use, but Bullet might be because of Whirlwind. Is that oh no, that's in the second game. So he might, he's not going to be any use either at the moment. So let's bring along Manbot, Diablo, Oh, lucky us. It's kind of a, you know, I mean, it's kind of a choice, but not a choice. No, I don't think these should be very, you know, because these things hit hard. If you're on the ground, you need to be able to take a hit. Oh, this is tough, you know. We're going to bring us a 4th. Law and order aren't leveled up enough. They won't be helpful. I wonder if these grenades will be any use. Oh no, Liberty Lad. 1 hit and he's history. Microwave way too slow. Okay then. Okay, we'll just take Bullet to try and level him up a little bit more. But basically, these 3 are going to be the main, but especially Man of War. He's going to be carrying. So let's get stuck in.
Destruction sequence initialized. Target Patriot City.
Help! Who will save us?
Exercise caution. These robots are not a product of Energy X.
These contraptions are incredibly advanced. I wonder what my brother would make of them.
I suspect there is some human mind controlling them. Find their leader if you can.
Right, let's get going. So let's get our flyers flying. Manbot is going to be really helpful because he's going to keep Man of War and Diablo topped up. And Bullet can just keep up, and he can get out of danger if he gets too close, and maybe try and lead them towards our flyers. Minuteman is just not fast enough. He's also a decent 4th choice for this, in the sense that there's no perfect 4th. The 3 that we have already, Manbot, Diablo, and Man of War, are pretty much the ones you want to bring along to this, because they fly and Man of War does damage, and Manbot can keep them topped up. And if you're wondering what I'm doing right now, I'm also looking out for the XP canisters. But what are our objectives? Prevent the robots from destroying 15 buildings. Secondary objectives, prevent 10 buildings. And we're going to even try and see if we can do prevent 5 buildings from being destroyed, with Man of War coming along with us. So let's get going. And if we see an Energy X green canister, we'll go after it. Right, let's go get some robots. So these yellow these are the, what are they called? Mech Mans. So they try and destroy buildings, and they're weak to electrical, but they're resistant against mystical, radiation, crushing and piercing, which is a lot of our heroes, including mental and all the physical damage dealers. So, and this swinging ball that they have, I mean, it can bring down a building, so you can imagine it sends our characters flying if they get hit. That's not an awful lot we can do with this. Let's see if we can distract him from destroying a building. Yeah, see, they're going to bring down these buildings really quickly. So, right, let's get Manbot into the fray, and let's get Bullet out of there. Right, let's get a Stormbolt, max damage. Meanwhile, let's get Manbot ready to top up. Yes, perfect. See that? They're really weak to the heat. And he can mop up one, so now I want Man of War to shoot the other one. Meanwhile, we'll have Diablo finish that one off. Let's have a transfer to Man of War. Let's sprint away. Perfect. EP transferred. Stormbolt. Perfect. Right. So that worked really well. Do you see what I mean? This is Man of War now really comes into his own here.
Mechanical has some extraordinary technology. He's managed to tap into our telepathic link. Perhaps Lord Dominion is somehow behind this.
Observe my beautiful robots. The perfect marriage of form and function.
He's sending more robots. Destroy them.
Right. Is there no Energy X canister this map? That's a shame. Oh, there it is. Okay, right. So let's deal with these robots here. And then we'll go get it. Bullet's not going to be able to get it though, is he? Yeah, that's a shame. But the other 3 can, so that's good enough. Right, let's get Manbot in. Let's try and distract the robots from doing their thing.
Crush the city. Make them pay for their hideous designs.
You're all taught mechanical. From one metal man to another, you're all washed up.
All the robots must be stopped, Freedom Force.
You don't say. I'm going to gamble. Perfect. Right, Manbot, you need to top up Man of War. Diablo, try taking out that one. Bullet, get out of there. Oh boy. Okay. He might be about to get hit. Yeah. Okay, so you see why they hit really hard. That's fine. It's just the lot of the person on the ground. Then. Okay, so these... Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. These things go blank if they take too much damage. Yeah. So that's quite good for us. I nearly did a focus on Man of War. That would be a bad idea. And what's really good as well is that the Stormbolt is very accurate. So even at a medium range, Man of War is probably going to do it. So here we go. Keep going. Oh, perfect. And he's topped up again. We can just do a dinky one here, I think. Right. Now let's go get the others. This red arrow is showing us the way. I don't think there's any need to explore the map in terms of...
You're doing better than I had thought. No matter. You don't stand a chance against the full fury of Mr. Mechanical.
More robots approaching your position.
Box 1. That guy's on the way.
Right, let's have Diablo... just shoot one. Let's get Man of War in there to stop the building from getting destroyed. It's always really hard to get the secondary objective stop 5 getting destroyed, just because you know they do destroy the buildings really quickly. But you never know. We might get... Whoa! Okay, let's sprint away. Yeah, I think this is a perfect team, but a bullet distracts them and can get away in time. Minuteman likely wouldn't be able to, and he's our second choice. And like Liberty Lad, if we had him, he'd probably get sent flying and be a one-hit KO, because that one attack on Bullet did 44, which would have been an instant KO on Liberty Lad. So it makes sense. Right, perfect. Man of War has been topped up. Let's try. Oh no, okay. That's a bit too much energy. Let's just do that. Let's come over here. Diablo, yep, let's bring you over here. Mamba, give another top up. Man of War, keep going. Perfect. Diablo, see if you can finish him off. Right, let's spin over here. And let's use a Stormbolt here. Be careful not to select Manbot for the attack, which I have done before. Let's do a Stormbolt, and now we'll just let these missions would be very hard if we didn't have Man of War leveled up. Trust me, I learned that the hard way. Oh no, we might not get the XP.
You've destroyed my creations! No matter, I can make more!
The only things you'll be making are license plates in Central Prison.
For that insult, I will destroy the most ostentatious eyesore in this city, the Bunker Hill Plaza!
Wait, Mechanical. If it comes down, there's no telling what destruction it will cause.
I'll have the building evacuated. We must stop Mechanical or deal with the consequences.
Okay, fair enough. We didn't get the XP canister, but it's fine. We managed to do the secondary objective instead, which I think is quite impressive. We prevented 5 buildings from being destroyed. So let's see, damage. Yeah, 2 buildings did get destroyed. Robots on the Rampage. Let's keep things moving.
Central City Tower detected. New initiative. Destruction. Observe the obvious symmetry. Marvel at the amateurish flourishes. Its very existence is an insult to the brilliance of our master.
He's built his own cheering section.
This is no time for levity, Manbot. The plaza is at stake.
So those fire robots are the ones that shoot. Red robots are the ones that shoot fire, and that's where Diablo can take the hits. And Man of War, to be fair, I think. Oh no, no, okay, fine, maybe not. But right, here we go. Let's start heading south.
My mechanized minions, annihilate them!
Right, we've got to protect City Central Tower, and we've got to destroy these robots. So you see how fast they destroy buildings? You've got to get in there quick. Let's try and distract them. Right. Try to target that one. Yep. Everyone else needs to come up. Okay, yeah. One of them's gone blank. That's fine. He's about to get hit, so let's get out of there. Man of War. Perfect. Where's my bomb? Yeah, even flying, he's still not the fastest flyer in the team. That's how slow Manbot is. Let's take that one out. Okay, that one's gone blank again. I'm not complaining. Let's try a Stormbolt on him. Okay. Bullet. Pull out. Now, Minuteman is actually strong enough where his melee attacks still do a fair bit of damage. But, like I say, if the robot turns around and tries to hurt him, it's hard for him to get away in time. Bullet can. So, not that this was my strategy as a kid. Like I said, this is the first time I've actually brought Bullet along. Normally my fourth in this mission, I imagine, would probably have been Minuteman. But this is working well. This is working really well. Okay, I should probably use Diablo to try and take the damage up there. What am I doing? Yeah, alright, Stormbolt on him. And nah, he's got enough energy for one more. Manbot, move out of the way in case he gets zapped. Good stuff. Diablo can just keep tanking those fire hits. Alright, let's have a little top up. But can you see how hard this mission would be if we didn't have flyers and Man of War? And later, and you see this? Yep, they can lift. These ones can lift objects up with their claws. So we've got to be careful there.
Close, but not close enough, freedom fools!
Right. Yeah, so this is the building that we can't let fall down. It's a giant skyscraper. So, yeah. We've got to keep that from happening. And it's good as well that Manbot is along, because we have to keep Man of War flying. But he recovers energy far slower when he's flying, so Manbot is alright. That's where Manbot comes in. Dodged. But I like these robots because they're so like. I just love how insanely simple Mr. Mechanical's aims are. He wants to destroy the whole building, and he's got his robots chewing for him about how good he is, and like, look, observe the obvious symmetry, and all that stuff. Like robots care about that. Diablo, if you could do me a favour and just keep tanking the hits. Stormbolt on him. There we go, Manbot's here now. Perfect. And let's go around here. We could use Bermuda Triangle in a pinch, which would keep them still, but we haven't needed to so far, so we won't. Right, let's go get. Oh. Yeah, but they make short work of these buildings. I think that I don't know if their attacks have more. I think they're just very high damaging attacks, so it does a lot of damage on buildings. Target is inferior. Okay, let's try and get that one's attention as well. Man of War. Bullet, sprint out of there. Let's see if Diablo can finish him off. Man of War needs a top up. So let's do that. Transfer as much as you can. Stormbolt. Tongue of Flame. Oh no, don't punch him. I wanted Ah, let's just have another sword bolt.
Is in the eye of the destroyer.
Okay, now he's got the EP transferred. Let's follow the red arrow. Okay. Oh, that guy might be in trouble. Okay. No, he's fine. Okay. So sometimes the rubble that comes off the building seems to blank them because it counts as damage. So let's see. Where's that? There he is. I'm actually going to take this guy out first. They seem really weak to electricity, even more than the yellow ones. Righty. Got to keep an eye on Bullet. Make sure he doesn't get. Oh, okay. So this is one we've got to spin away. Even if it was a gamble, but he was getting hit anyway. Diallo. Gonna take care of that one. Perfect, right, let's go ahead over here. Again, this mission is so difficult if you don't have these guys, because they hit hard. They're a bit klutzy and slow, but, you know, one hit will send you flying. And, yeah, if you're not armed for it. These missions can either be quite nice, or if you haven't prepared, horrible. Really horrible. Because Man of War is really the only guy at the moment who does electricity, I think. I can't think of too many others.
Crush them, my clockwork creations.
I'll make it quick. Time to take your medicine.
Okay, transfer as much as you can to our MVP. I'm going to have Diablo deal with that one. And they're also quite large, these robots, so we don't really have to worry too much about accuracy. Bullet, get out of there. Okay, that one's done. Whoa, got unstable. That's quite good. Stormbolt. Transfer. Oh. And combat. Good, we got him before he picked up an object. Please, help me! Oh, Man of War's not flying, that's why it was taking a while. We could even try a Bermuda Triangle on him. Let's try that. Yeah, stasis, perfect. So now we can go take this guy out. Mambot, come this way to top him up. There we go. Okay, he's back in the game. And they also can't. These yellow ones have nothing they can do about flyers. So yeah, if you have one person on the ground like Bullet, you can just run away in time. Yeah, as long as they're not destroying buildings, they're kind of useless. And oh, I've just transferred EP to the blooming robot. There we go. We just melted it. So I suppose if you didn't have Man of War, well, you might still have him, but he wouldn't fly, and you might not have Stormbolt leveled up. So you could use Electric Arc. But Manbot and Diablo would also just be having to do a lot more here than they are now. You know, if you didn't have Manbot leveled up. Man of War.
Bullet here.
Oh, he's going the long way. Right, make it a good one. Nice. There's more. God, this would be difficult, yeah, without a preparation. Okay, we're not going to get enough prestige for this mission because building's going down. Takes off prestige, but that's just the way it is.
Enemy approaching.
You're not gonna enjoy this. Fools! You think you've beaten me? You couldn't be more deceived.
Mechanical is redeploying his forces to the top of the plaza. You must stop him, Freedom Force, at all costs. The statues of the Founding Fathers on top of that building are a national monument.
Mentor's really gotten into the US history since he arrived on Earth. Right, so yeah, we lost 400 prestige there. Very unavoidable. It just is what it is. Let's keep moving.
Quickly, my robotic rebels! Annihilate this edifice! Destroy the symbol of freedom!
Wait a minute. I recognize your voice. You're Clyde DeWitt. You built the infamous Smith Museum building, didn't you?
What of it?
My family, an acquaintance of mine, helped fund that. You were laughed out of town when it collapsed after only a week.
How dare you! It was sabotaged by jealous ingrates like you!
The only saboteurs I see here are your robots, coward. Why don't you show your face?
You mustn't let him destroy the statues of the city's founding fathers or the Central Spire. They are a national monument. Defend them.
Right. Yeah, so we can't let them destroy the statues surrounding the place. So, how are we going to do this? Let's fly. I think it's going to be a good idea to keep everyone still together. We won't split up. So, Man of War, straight away, deal with this one. Top up. Let's go for another one. In fact, we can probably have Man of War use that Energy X canister. Let's... yeah, go ahead. I'm not too bothered about the red one. The red ones won't destroy buildings, they'll just try and shoot us. Wait. Okay, so spin away. And... Man of War, do you think? Bullets so fast, he can just run through all of them. Oh yeah, and there's a spire in the middle we can't let them destroy. So, there. Right. Nice. Manbot, top him up. Diablo, you finished that one off.
No! Keep away from my beautiful creations!
I mean, to be fair, it's pretty impressive what building these robots without any GX or anything. He's clearly somewhat good at his job, even if that building he designed, Manbot mentioned, collapsed in its first week. He's better at building robots than he is building buildings, it seems. Right, let's have another Stormbolt. Diablo. Do it on flame. Whoa! Nice try, Mr. Mech. Right, let's look out for any other... oh, look, there's some. Oh yeah, and I remember a few times as a kid, if one of these robots... like, say I had Minuteman, and I tried to fight the Mech Man, and he hit him. He might go flying over the edge and falling through the clouds down to the... Basically, it would still count as just a KO, even though he's fallen like, off the top of a skyscraper. He's just fine. It's quite funny. But that shouldn't happen today, because we should be able to keep out of range.
What is your need?
Whoa, okay, yeah, it might be... yeah, that could have happened there if we weren't careful. But it's good, because they're not going after their targets if they go after Bullet. Right, Diablo, can you finish that one?
Ride that guy coming up.
Ah, can't even hit it. Great. Ooh. Looks like that,
Are you looking for some trouble then?
Alright, one of those statues might have been destroyed. What are you going to do?
We have a problem.
We have a problem, apparently. But I can't see it.
Bandits.
Bandits. Okay, here we go.
There's a little present.
Here's a little present from Man of War. Oh, I got too greedy. That's my fault.
Ready? I'll make it quick.
Hot stuff.
Oh yeah, and that was pointless because yeah, he's stunned. We've learned that doesn't work. He's better now.
Soup song.
Right, make it a good one.
Man to mentor. Mission succeeded, and that coward never even showed his face.
I have established a psychic lock on him, which will allow us to track him to his lair. But I must admit, this individual troubles me.
Mentor, what is it?
Brain scan, my Lord Dominion. Battle fleet must be within 12 parsecs. We must prepare ourselves. Lord Dominion and his army are preparing to invade.
Whew! How busy are we? Not only are we dealing with a robot invasion, we've got an alien invasion coming as well at the same time. Alright, so let's save there. The only thing I'm glad we missed, we didn't get the XP canister, but it wasn't any way to do that. And besides, we're fine with our abilities. It's fine. Manbot got a level up anyway because he was on the squad. Minuteman leveled up. Alchemist leveled up. Bullets leveled up. That's good. Eve did as well. Okay, cool. So let's go to the team squad and Alchemist. So she's got. What can she get? Curse on the goddess to vex the unworthy is a bit vague. Don't really know what that does. Well, I'll happily level up repulsion a little bit, and maybe. Yeah, we'll just save up for that. Bullets. Yes, I wanted to get some of this stuff. We've got speeding bullet now, which I'm glad about. So let's get fast healing and save up for solid skeleton. It'll be resistant to crushing damage, which would have been helpful there, but I don't see us being able to get that in time anyway. So yeah, good. We'll save up for that now. Diablo didn't level up. Eve did. We'll get temperature control, resistant to heat and cold. I don't know. That's expensive. I should probably save up for that first. An acid arrow would be quite helpful. Law, no. Liberty Lad, no. Man of War, no. Manboy, yes. Let's get release. Perfect. So now we can do that. So that thing that he has there, the unstable energy, we can do that on command now. So that's good. Yeah, happy with that. And he's got a little left over. Mentor didn't level up. Microwave, we're saving up for cloning. Minuteman did level up. Let's get yeah, Smash would be good to level up. And maybe Valor the Troops. Yeah, I'll get that up. Order's fine. No. Okay, so let's look at the database. Let's go to Mr. Mechanical. Oh yeah, so a bit of a spoiler. So they're just showing that's what Mr. Mechanical apparently looks like. He's a robot. Yes and no. He's actually that human we saw at the beginning of the episode. Let's have a little look about him. A genius-level engineer, Clyde DeWitt's desire for recognition moved him to rush construction of a public building, only to have it collapse barely a week after its opening. Claiming sabotage had ruined his works, he planned to have his revenge on the critics, and an opportunity to do so was provided to him by the Timemaster. So, and yeah, if we look at the minions, Mechman, for example, vulnerable to electrical, but resistant to a lot of other stuff. Yeah, that's their only real weakness. Same thing with the flame mechs. I think they're even worse. Oh no, they're just vulnerable. Okay, same resistances. So yeah, as you can see, you can probably imagine Man of War. You might not save all the buildings, but Man of War could probably have done that on his own. That entire mission. That's how well suited he is to it. But I'm just going to save the game there now, I think, and I think that's a good place to leave it. We've managed to thwart the robot invasion. We've got to take the fight now to Mr. Mechanical itself, which promises to be fun. I used to like that mission because you go into this sort of robot-producing factory madman's lair. It's quite fun. So, yeah, join us for that one. Don't miss it. It's going to be a good one. I'll catch you in the next one, guys. Take care.